All right, rapid fire.
Real big bullet, but
Hey everybody, and welcome back to 3Cog. Today we are going to be talking about the Canik Tp9 Sfx. There's the pistol. Alright, before I even start talking about this thing, I'm going to talk about what else you get out of the case from the factory with everything. So obviously your regular owner's manual and everything, you get 5 different plates for various optics and stuff. You get all these different plate pieces. They're made out of aluminum, not plastic, which is nice. You have your actual rear sight plate. So as a note, if you mount a red dot to this, then you don't have a rear sight anymore. What Vortex did with their optic was give you some notches so you could kind of line it up. More on this optic in a minute. So you get all those plates. You get interchangeable back straps. You get a cleaning rod, a cleaning brush, a trigger guard lock if you're into that kind of stuff. You get 2 magazines. And if I can get this out of here neatly, I can't. 18 round magazines with a speed loader, which actually works really well. So that's all really good value for the money. I'll post the current MSRP somewhere, and then you also get this little box. Inside of this box you have interchangeable mag releases, screws for red dots, and replacements for the fiber optic front sight. So decent amount of stuff just straight out of the box. Owner's manual, all that kind of stuff, all in there. Alright. Oh, and then little flat blade screwdriver and bigger flat blade screwdriver. All that comes with it. Fairly impressive. Let's talk about this guy by itself. So, the Canik Tp9 Sfx. It's going to be people in the comments who are saying I'm pronouncing it wrong, because I understand that country of origin, it's pronounced Canik or Canik, something like that. But when I was at the NRA show, or the NRA annual meeting, they pronounced it Canik. So I think they're good with it. So what is this thing? That's a polymer frame, striker fired, semi-automatic pistol. In this case it has a red dot and a flashlight on it. And this one has the big mag release button installed on it. So, well, let's see how it does with a reload drill. As you can see, no issues with the reload drill. The trigger on this thing is very, very good. Like, very, very good. So, your take up, all clean. And your brake. Here's your reset. And then your brake. It has a very, very good trigger. Like, impressively good trigger for the price point. On the controls aspect of it, one of the other things it has is this, let me make sure you can see, kind of lever style mag release, or slide release rather. So you don't have to necessarily get all the way forward or anywhere. Like, it's pretty big, so as long as you're getting a piece of that, you're going to send your slide forward. So that's Functional, works very, very well. This one is equipped with a TLR1HL from Streamlight. It's very bright, works very well. Streamlight is my second choice for lights, second or third choice for lights. I like Surefire, but there's nothing wrong with this guy. This one is also equipped with the Vortex Venom. I do not like this red dot. I don't like it. The dot, I'm going to see if I can get you to see it without pointing it at myself. There we go. So it's not really coming through very clearly, but the dot is very orange and not red. So that's really my only complaint with it. There's nothing wrong with it functionally, but it is orange and not as deep of a red. So just not my go-to. My go-to is the Holosun 507C X2 or the 407C X2 in its various offerings. The gun shot really well. So here it is under rapid fire.
All right, rapid fire.
Real big bullet but slow.
As you can see, no issues with it under rapid fire. The grip is comfortable. It fits the hand well. I wouldn't run it with the large mag release just because of my grip and how forward I am on this hand. I'm right there up on it. I would run it with the size down, but you know, this is a gun that was loaned to me for the purpose of the review, so I understand. I would just run it with one smaller. Really no real complaints. The main thing is the trigger. That reset is so short and crisp. It allows for very rapid follow-on shots. It does a very, very good job of it. Magazine insertion and removal, as you saw from the reload drill, no issues with that. Everything goes in the way it should, drops free the way it should. For the price point, these are really, really good pistols. Now, they are made in Turkey. If you have human rights issues with Turkey or whatever, I understand. Don't buy them. I'm not going to buy one because I'm on the Smith & Wesson train, and I do believe that, you know, I would not replace my Smith & Wessons with Caniks. I think the Smith & Wessons are slightly better. But, again, for the price point, impressively good. The cocking serrations, front and rear, they work. They have just enough meat sticking up right here where you can get it. The rear works fine. It's nice how they incorporated it into the plates, the mounting plates as well. Very easy weapon to manipulate. It feels fine in the hands. Nothing crazy. The texture and grip, like the grip on the, or the stippling, or rather protrusions on the back strap are good. I wish the ones on the front were the same, so they are more squared off, whereas the ones on the rear are more pointy. I wish the ones on the front were pointy as well. The back ones feel great. The texturing on the side is doing very, very little. That should be more aggressive for sure. It does have a reference point on the side for your thumb, and it works okay for that. Don't expect to really be able to use it as gas pedal or anything like that, but if you're shooting and your thumb automatically goes to that spot, it works as a reference point. But yeah, like I said, for the money, really, really good gun. It's not going to replace any of my Smith & Wessons, but I wouldn't feel undergun carrying it or anything like that. I think it's solid. So those are my thoughts on the Canik Tp9 Sfx. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on 3COG.